Wednesday nights, we always know they're good, but they're not good. Well, this one in particular is not good if you wear a mask. Because your mask gonna get fucked up. Welcome to the Midweek Wrap-Up. We're going to talk about NXT first, where it's the only place that's safe to have a mask, because, to be fair, no one wore a mask on this show. But still. Nikki Cross losing her fucking mind in a hallway. Might have been a hallway, might have been the inside the walls of a house or something. Not quite sure.
Inside the walls?
Yeah, it just seemed like there was like a crawl.
Should be really little.
It was a crawl space of some kind. But she wants to play with Bianca again, and she knows. Still.
Yeah.
We actually had Bianca respond later just by saying she's undefeated.
Undefeated.
And she ain't here to play, but they're going to have a match in 2 weeks.
Yeah, she's under feet, Ted.
Yeah, Ted. Also, next week we're going to get Keith Lee versus Kona Reeves.
Your favorite thing ever.
Yes! I'm so excited. We had Lacey Evans defeat Candice LeRae with a women's right. We had a video package building up the triple threat match that'll be next week as well. Ricochet defending the North American Championship against both Pete Dunne and Adam Cole. Baby! We had the Forgotten Sons defeat Caesar, Nixon, and Kirsch. Don't remember their full names at all. In 6-man tag team action. Also, we have... I think I totally forgot to write it back down. There's the tag team title match that's in a couple weeks. And then we're also getting another match that I can't remember off the top of my head.
Oh. Cool.
Can't remember what it was. Okay. We had Johnny Gargano defeat Tony Nese. Tony Nese decided, well, I'm not doing anything on 205 Live. I'm going to go over to NXT and lose to Johnny Gargano.
To be fair, he looked like he was going to win multiple times.
That's true. He did look very good. Until Johnny beat him. Then we had a video package on Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, kind of going over Oney's injury from TakeOver Chicago. Looks like they're building up for a push for these guys. Potential.
Don't call it a comeback.
Potential contenders post Undisputed Era versus War Raiders potentially. Yeah. And then in the main event, we had Lars Sullivan defeat EC3 with a top rope flying, falling, crushing headbutt.
Of Doom.
They fucked each other up too.
Specifically, EC3 fucked up Lars Sullivan.
Well, and then EC3 got popped in the mouth and was bleeding all over himself at the end of the match.
But he wasn't, suffering from multiple open wounds on the back.
That's true. During the entirety of the match. Then we went into 205 Not Live.
Thanks, stairs.
Yeah. 205 Not Live, where Akira Tozawa defeated Jack Gallagher. And apparently that was enough reason for Drew Gulak to kick Brian Kendrick out of the group.
He's the weak link, apparently.
Even though Jack Gallagher just lost, that makes sense. Drake Maverick hypes that the next time that Mustafa Ali and Hideo Itami get in the ring and face off, it will be a match that no one will want to miss. Not sure what it's going to be. Next week, we're going to have Leo Rush with an open challenge.
What?
And then in the main event, Kalisto defeated TJP. And this is the first moment where it was a bad time to have a mask because TJP kept ripping at the mask. After he lost, he still took the mask. He did that to Lince Dorado last week, or the week before. And so, yeah, TJP starting the whole mask-taking gimmick. But then it got real worse on Lucha Underground, where first we opened up with Aerostar assuring Melissa Santos that Phoenix will be fine. He knows this because he's seen the end. He means the end of everything. So, don't worry. Phoenix is cool. We had the Rabbit Tribe defeat Joey Ryan, Exolicious, and Evilise in 6-person tag team action with quite the mandible claw from the White Rabbit on Joey Ryan.
Yeah.
That was interesting. We got an update. We know the first couple matches for sure for Ultima Lucha Quattro, which will start in 4 weeks. It'll be a 2-night event where we have Mil Muertes versus the Mac in a death match. 2 out of 3 falls between Phoenix and El Dragon Azteca Jr. And, of course, Lucha Underground Championship is on the line. Pentagon Dark looks to take back the Lucha Underground Championship from Marty the Moth Martinez. We then had Son of Havoc defeat Killshot. Then Killshot took off Son of Havoc's mask. This then brought out Antonio Cueto to make another match for Ultima Lucha Quattro, where the two will face off in a mask versus mask match.
Ooh.
Then we had an in-ring promo from Marty the Moth, and now we know the name of his current girlfriend partner thing, Reclusa. This was kind of hitting on what the whole situation with the Spiders going after Sexy Star last season. Apparently that was the introduction of Reclusa. Marty went on a very long promo essentially saying that, like, he's been working on being champion for a very long time. And now he has it. And he doesn't want Pentagon Dark to be his first challenger. He wants to face his sister. To which the two of them beat the fuck out of each other. Marty ends up defeating Mariposa with a package power driver, saying that was for essentially mocking Pentagon Dark. What he dedicated to Pentagon Dark was the arm break of Mariposa, to which he said that he was going to I fucking blanked the word. Even though we just said it.
Dedicate.
He was dedicating his title win to his sister. Then he broke her arm. Then Pentagon Dark came out and said, "Bitch, I'm glad you picked a Cero Miedo match. Because he's just going to break all of his bones." Because that's what Pentagon Dark does.
Bone breaker.
Bone breaker. All right. So, Kevin Hawk, what'd you like about the midweek wrap-up?
I'm going to go with the trios tag on Lucha Underground.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's a good introduction, seeing the new Rabbit Tribe as a whole.
Right.
It's pretty cool. Paul London with some face paint that's new.
Yeah, the silver face paint was an interesting addition to his already very strange getup.
And it's kind of fun. I really like the diverse dichotomy of the Exo, Evilise, Joey Ryan team.
Yeah.
Because they're all just so different personality-wise and, like, their in-ring style.
Oh, absolutely.
So, but somehow they managed to kind of actually mesh it and make it work.
Yeah, that's kind of what Evilise's niche in Lucha Underground has been. It's like, it doesn't make sense who she's with, but for some reason, the reason it doesn't make sense is why it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a very strange thing to be known for in Lucha Underground.
To be fair, though, like, the first set of partners, talking Angelico and Son of Havoc,
yeah,
like, those guys had very similar styles. Though.
Right.
Like, both guys were super high flyers.
Absolutely. Whereas,
like, you have Evilise, who's a very strike-heavy and, like, MMA-style grappling kind of personality. Then you have Exo, who's kind of, like, high-flying and super flamboyant and flashy. Mm-hmm. And then Joey Ryan, who's just sleazy, likes to cheat, and,
put his
sucker in people's mouths.
I almost said put his dick sucker in people's mouths, but that just... like, it makes sense, but taken out of context, it's a completely different situation.
Yeah. So there's really hardly any cohesion between these ones.
But it works.
Yeah, but they make it work.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
There's something about it.
And I, low-key, the Mandible Claw is one of my favorite, like, finishing moves.
I appreciated the subtlety that they did with it. Like, I was very confused why the White Rabbit pulled out this pristine white glove. Like, okay, what does this mean?
He's gonna test the dust on the ring.
Yeah, like I was like, okay, what the fuck are you gonna do? And then he does the Mandible Claw. I was like, okay, the glove's a little unnecessary, until he pulls it out and just shows that it's covered in blood. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good way to make it even more devastating and make people actually kind of fear the move. Because, like, when Mick Foley does it, it's funny because it's Mr. Sacco.
Yeah.
But, man, it's not...
Before he did it when he was Mankind, though.
Oh, yeah, where he
had, like, the leather sheath over his two fingers.
Yeah.
And they were, like, touting the paralytic power of the Mandible Claw.
Yeah.
It was a feared move.
Now White Rabbit's bringing it back.
Yeah.
Good for him. All I'm going to give my like to Kalisto versus TJP. I gave my like to TJP when he went against Lince Dorado when you weren't here, and I knew you wouldn't like it, so I'm just going to get it out of the way. Because I don't hate TJP as much as you do. And him and Kalisto fucking rocked it. Like, the Russian leg sweep, like catching Kalisto on the second rope and then doing the Russian leg sweep off of it. The overall work throughout the entire match. It was really well done, and I'm liking TJP's feud with Lucha House Party. So essentially, the only person he has to go against now is Grand Metalik. So that'll probably happen next week or the week after. But yeah, I think it's the fact that they gave him a nice long match too allowed for him to do a lot of stuff. And I think that's kind of what they're going with for 205 Live now. It's like you get one short match, you get a lot of build in between, and then the main event gets a good chunk of time. So it works because Lucha Underground always kind of gets, or 205 Live always kind of gets their notice from those longer matches that go on. So yeah, Kalisto TJP did a good job. What did you love?
I'm going to go with Johnny Gargano versus Tony Nese.
That was a killer match as well.
Really killer match. Good chemistry. A lot of good counters. So much ab.
All the abs.
I
take that back. Velveteen Dream wasn't that.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just... I had a really hard time finding anything wrong with the match, so...
Absolutely.
They kind of, they started out really hot and heavy on it, and it didn't slow down until it needed to. And what I really enjoyed about it is it slowed down momentarily, and that allowed for it to pick back up again at the end, and make it seem like it didn't seem like it was like a super fast spot fest all the way through.
Right.
Like it started out strong, got my attention, kind of petered out a little bit, but then not for very long, and then immediately jacked back up to like fast pace and finished strong.
Yeah, and one thing that I really appreciated from it is Tony Nese has been on a losing streak, and so has Johnny Gargano, and so both of them really had an opportunity to either Tony Nese was going to take advantage of Johnny's just inability to really focus on anything, or Johnny Gargano was going to take advantage of the fact that Tony Nese is like, oh yeah, I'll come down here and prove myself, and then so it was cool to not really know who was going to win the match. Man, what did I love? As uncomfortable as it was, I loved Marty the Moth Martinez versus Mariposa. Like the beginning of the match, I was very uncomfortable watching Marty just fucking destroy her, whether it was, slamming her against the commentary table or the fucking sit-out powerbomb on the outside or just any of that.
It was pretty brutal.
Like, yeah, it was like I was legit uncomfortable. And then when Mariposa got, like... when she gets on the microphone, it's like, you want to play with chairs? Let's play, bitch. And then she just fucking destroys him with chairs. And then I'm like, okay, I'm back into this now. And then they kept going. There was a good chunk of match post all that crazy shit that was back in the ring. The inclusion of Reclusa being the reason that Marty the Moth won. It was just, it was really good. It really puts Marty in this situation where, he'll really do whatever it takes to keep his championship. Reclusa's there to help him, and then it was a good setup for even more build towards him and Pentagon at Ultima Lucha Quattro.
Yeah, what it did for me, and this is, I think, like purely through the addition of him getting a new manager, is it's going to make him seem a little bit more formidable. Because Marty's one of those guys, very Bray Wyatt-esque,
yeah,
where they start a feud, and then he seems to just lose all of his feuds.
Yeah, he's always a loser. Because, it's that creepy character. It's like, oh, I want to see you... Because you never go for the creepy guy. It's not the creepy guy you want to see win. You want to see him get the shit kicked out of him for all the creepy shit that he does.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. And so now we were like, oh, well, now he's got a new sidekick. So now he's got an extra chance of winning.
Yeah.
With having outside interference. Therefore, now it makes the title defense seem like something that isn't going to be, oh, well, they're just going to build up and then Penta's immediately going to take his belt back.
Especially because Reclusa is the reason that he won it in the first place.
Yeah.
Because she straight up kicked Pentagon in the nuts. So, the fact that... And now that it's a...
And at Ultima Lucha, Pentagon's going to kick her in the nuts.
I mean, he could. If she's got him.
Right in the girl nuts.
If she's got nuts, somebody let Zack Ryder know.
Who?
Woo woo woo.
Oh, that guy. He's been somewhere.
He's doing a podcast. I was gonna
just copying Edge and Christian like always.
Oh, and now it's because he's banned from the Edge and Christian podcast, so he had to do his own. Also, now that it's a Cero Miedo match, like, that has a lot of weight on it, especially considering what Pentagon Dark, or Pentagon Jr. at the time, and Vampiro did at the original Ultima Lucha. So
yeah, which I wanted to argue, because Matt Striker's like, oh, it's the most brutal match in Lucha Underground history to date. And I was like, did you forget about that Killshot Dante Fox match?
Let's be real. Both matches are extremely brutal. For different reasons. To be fair, neither Pentagon or Vampiro fell off of anything.
Yeah. Through, like, sheets of glass.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that I think that one, I mean, maybe their argument is that was actually considered three separate matches.
True.
But still, I mean, anyone where somebody's falling through a bunch of panes of glass, to me, that out brutal scales a flaming table.
True. And but then again, the Cero Miedo match also was kind of like it set the precedent of what fucked up in Lucha Underground was, and then
it was the first big eye opener they had. Whoa, wow, these guys aren't pulling anything.
Yeah, because I can't remember if there's anything that was that devastating in season 2, unless that was when the No Mas match was between Mariposa and Sexy Star.
No, I think that was season 3.
Yeah, I can't remember if there was any...
For me, it was the barroom brawl with Daga and Tejano.
I mean, that was okay. That one definitely didn't reach the level of...
Was it Daga and Tejano that did the barroom brawl? It's Tejano and somebody.
It was Tejano and the Mac.
Was it the Mac?
I think.
I don't remember. But it was just like, because somebody took a bump, like, onto the bar thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, out of the ring. I was just like, oh, man, these guys made it really uncomfortable.
Well, like, yeah, and I don't think I would put
that... Or the Phoenix Muertes, the first time they did the casket match.
That was a good... That was probably the high point as far as, like, violence in Lucha Underground Season 2.
Because they, like, murdered each other.
Yeah. So... Regardless, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what Marty decides to bring. What's Marty going to bring to the party at Lucha?
The Marty Party.
The Marty Party that Pentagon Dark's
He's going to bring some lamps.
Fucking moth memes. I don't understand them at all.
I don't know.
That's my dislike.
I get them. You know what, though? It's like, I'm really hoping that Mariposa gets involved.
Oh, I think at this point she has to. Like, if
come out in a sling,
like
beat up Reclusa.
Yeah, she will probably be the foil for Reclusa to allow Pentagon to potentially have
a clean shot at getting
a clean shot. But I'm thinking Marty's going to keep it. So a couple weeks away, but that's my early prediction. Did you dislike anything?
Now that
we dragged on about that for a long freaking time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I'm just so over TJP.
That's fine. I'm a broken record on SmackDown because I don't like the AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe storyline.
Yeah,
so.
it's just, I'm looking for something out of him that's new. Or something that gets my attention and makes me go, oh yeah, here was the reason why I liked TJP.
It's just not finding it.
It's not coming to me.
That's
it's just because I don't know. He just is really striking me. Like all these storylines back to back to back of him, like it's just like a one muted level of like overconfident and not giving a shit.
Yeah,
and it's not fluctuating from storyline to storyline to storyline.
Yeah. There's no levels. It's just
I need what I'm looking for is just a range of
douchiness.
Can we have a moment where he's gonna get royally pissed off? Can we have a moment where he snaps? Can we have a moment where
he's just so I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I get that.
Can we have a moment where he's actually joyous about what he's done instead of just still being cocky?
Yeah.
Something that shows that his character has more than just one level. And then maybe I'll be slightly invested, but probably not because it's just TJP.
He's just not gonna. He's not gonna make any guarantees.
It is. Yeah, it's just bad.
That's fine. I'm also gonna. I'm not gonna dislike. I'm
Toilet Jeffrey Poodle.
I'm skeptical about this particular statement from 205 Live. How are you going to make Mustafa Ali versus Hideo Itami something that people can't miss? I feel like unless they're gonna bring in unless they're gonna do like a cage match,
some sort of stipulation
other than a street fight, because we've seen that multiple times on 205 Live. That's a big statement for Drake to make about this match, considering the level of violence that Hideo and now Mustafa have put on each other. So this has to be like knock down, drag out, fucking fight for it to be something that people shouldn't miss, because otherwise it's just a 205 Live main event. So I'm not disliking it, because 205 Live does have some great main events, but I'm skeptical about whether or not it's going to be something that I just can't miss. But we'll find out. I don't even know when that match is going to take place, but we'll find out eventually.
Someday. In the future.
Well, yeah. I hope it didn't happen in the past, because that was a shitty idea. Because I missed it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't supposed to miss it. They fucked up.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, it already happened. It happened on a house show like 2 weeks ago.
But don't miss it.
Fuck you.
You have to be there.
All right.
That's what he should have just said. He says, yeah, the next time they get in the ring against each other, you can't miss it. But it's not going to be on 205 Live. We're going to do it Thursday in Mobile, Alabama at a house show. So unless you're there, you're going to miss out on the match of the year.
You get one of two things. You either get a bunch of people going, well, fuck that, or you get just a sudden just rush of people that are in Mobile, Alabama for whatever fucking reason. Everyone's like, what's everybody here for? WWE's got a house show. The fuck?
Two of the cruiserweights are going to fight.
We were told we can't miss it.
Or we'll die.
Alright, so don't fuck it up.
Don't. I dare you to not.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm glad you didn't go that way. Alright, this has gone on too long. That's fine. Thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
That went on too long, too. Click all the links down below. There's
a lot of social media links.
All kinds of social media links you can follow us on. There's also a podcast link.
That's the one that says SoundCloud.
It might be working. The Tuesday Night Live wouldn't go up. I tried uploading it twice and it just fucking stopped twice. So, this might be on there. But give it a
whirl.
Check it out. Subscribe. There's also Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable to W.
Like wrestling.
It's a different YouTube page.
It is. Where we have the list with Kevin Hart. We have Question of the Week with Thomas Wolfe. We have other videos that are loosely based around wrestling. And every single month we have a unboxing video from our friends at Pro Wrestling Crate. Where we won't get either of these shirts because I got this at a Defy shirt. You could potentially get this because this is from Pro Wrestling Tees.
Yeah, I got it off the website, but I purchased it myself. It didn't come out of a box.
Exactly.
You know what did come out of a box, though?
Micro Brawlers. Like Penta and Naito and Zack and the Road Warriors and all those people up in front.
Andre and Vader and Kenny and Candice and Joy and Cody and Tana and...
Hangman Page.
Can't see him.
Hangman Page.
There's a speaker in my way.
No, nobody knows. Yeah, so be sure to check that out.
If you can see my view, you can see the speaker.
But they can't. You can also see where we got Braun. You can see where we got other little stuff. Actually, you can see where we got this Finn Balor Funko as well.
The Funko.
But you got to check
all the
Reigns
videos. Ones from before.
Fuck Roman Reigns. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
No, don't fuck Roman Reigns.
Oh, that's right.
Fuck Modus. Meow wow meow 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 meow.